Welcome back to some more EU4 with me, Daniel from Dan Has Fun. Playing as Rome, doing what Napoleon did but a few years earlier. We're taking our Grand Armée over to Russia. Unlike Napoleon though, we're hopefully not going to have to retreat with a load of shame and people freezing to death and being eaten by Cossacks. I also thought it was interesting, I noticed this between episodes, we're making 54 gold a month just from looting cities and blockading ports. That is wild. Anywho, let's get back to things. Quick sit rep on what's going on, which is a very redundant way of saying, here's the situation, braz. Songhai is dealing with the Dutch in Africa, albeit not very effectively. They're slowly getting there. We're dealing with the Dutch on the European side, and we're slowly going up the coastline to deal with Holstein and Verden. We've pretty much sieged everything that is a fort bar one location in Poland. Russia got out of their war with a jam because they ate Astrakhan, which is sad. We tried to save them. We failed, but we tried. And now we're going to have to go save the Timurids from Russia because they were dumb and wouldn't peace out Shun until right at the end of last episode. Which is why all of their troops are over here, and some of John Pur's as well. But we're not allied to them, so we don't really care. Japan's also helping. That's what we're telling them anyway. So let's unpause and see what's going on where. Our 8k stack that's sieging across the board, I can see is going to get wiped in its near future. Speaking of wiped, that was the Dutch stack getting absolutely devastated. Where did this independent army come from? Is this still the same army I've had as mercenaries forever? Wait. Oh, it's because I'm, de-sieging an occupied zone. I was going to say, we don't even really need the mercenaries at this point. I mean, we'll keep them for now because we're in a war. I'm not going to get rid of them in the war. But we don't really need them for anything at this stage. If I remember, we'll disband them afterwards. I probably won't remember. I'm just going to be honest. So we're going to finally go for the final fort that Poland has. The fort of Chelm. It's on farmland, so that should be fine. We have a group coming over to deal with these ragtags. Again, we're probably going to end up having... Yeah, there, as you can see, they're going to go bop at 8,000 stack. That's fine. Annoying, but fine. They're just carpet sieging anyway, so it's not a big deal. We also have a stack of troops that's running through our territory, which is pretty rude of them, really. That we keep trying to chase, but they're just as quick as we are, or at least I'm just as bad at pathfinding as they are, is probably a more accurate statement. So we haven't really caught them yet. I would love to be able to piece out Holstein, but I can't quite do it yet. We're not miles away, but they're just kind of in the way. And if we can get them out of the way, then we should be able to start getting through to some Russian land. I'm sure Sweden will let us through. They absolutely will. So we should be able to go and take the forts here without any difficulty. And because we broke them away historically, we don't have to deal with any forts there. But we still have to deal with this gross 4 forts in a row. Admittedly, only 2 of them are level 8. So it's not quite as bad as it looks. You so discontent. That is very rude. But completely expected behaviour. Another wipe. Oh, they didn't quite catch us. Cool. Maybe they're running because they see our 50k stack in pursuit. Speaking of stacks in pursuit, where is our stack over here going? Go chase down that Lithuanian stack, please. It's roughly in the direction of what we're looking for anyway. Finally, 84. You didn't have a general between you? What was previous Daniel thinking? There you go, have one. No wonder it took you so blooming long. Where on earth are you going? How are you able to walk through all this territory, by the way? You've just, ignored every fort I've had. AI do anything. There he goes. Now he's going to get wiped. Go over there, please. Even if you get wiped, it won't be in vain, at least. These guys are also going to come over, because we clearly need a lot of troops to help the Timurids. Yeah, so there's the stat wipe. It's fine on our end. We just stat wiped about 36,000 troops. That's pretty good. And yeah, we're kind of just wrecking balling through... That's not a word. Ploughing through land in Northern Timurids. I think we're pretty safe to start carpet sieging again. Although we're not going to go for quite as small stacks. So you're going to do... Did it just forget between episodes when I was carpet sieging? I didn't quit the game between episodes. So I guess the game just is having... Oh no, maybe I just never clicked over here. Maybe it could be my fault. No, that doesn't sound right. I'm joking. There we go. Yeah, we'll keep you in 20k stacks, so maybe you just don't get insta-bopped. That would be not preferred. I don't even need you guys to go that way anymore, so let's get you to go towards Constantinople. Maybe we can try and pincer movement this 59k Russian stack. You want a seat? Yeah, you can have a seat. Everybody can have a seat. Why is this taking so long to win? There we go. Wasn't a stat wipe either. Let's try harder. Where are you going? Okay, so that's going to be a bop. This 84k stat may not be able to flee for the Timurid territory yet. I think we should just go into Western Russia temporarily. That was a stat wipe though, so that's pretty sweet. We'll stay there and let you recover a little bit. Still have tons of manpower, thank goodness. I'm going to see if I can tempt the Russian Navy to leave. I doubt it, but we'll see if they will leave if I move and come straight back. Oh, we're going to eat the Polish Navy anyway, so there's that. Sorry, 35 trade ships. It was nice knowing you. They did leave. Okay, awesome. Can we catch them? Yes, we can. That is exactly what I wanted to have happen. We'll check on them in a second because I want to move this stack. Where are you going? Let's just go through and clean this up, please. They're pretty much just running through like crazy to try and smack everything around. I'm trying to stop them from forming gigantic stacks, which, yes, will cause them massive attrition, but it will also cause me a giant pain in the bum to deal with. So I would rather not have to deal with that if possible. It's at 7 o'clock local time because my alarm just went off. Just ignore it. That's not your alarm, that's mine. And now we can start sieging out some, at least, of these big line of... There's like 5 forts here. No, I guess 3 of them are level 8. I didn't see the one in Easel. It's not in quite the same straight line. That's my excuse. I'm going to go with it. Give that a smack and then go back to where you were, please. I don't mind if that navy escapes somewhere at this point. It's fine. I am going to move, though, our secondary navy over towards Helgoland Bight, though. Help speed the siege up. You're done. Perfect. Still don't see any giant troop stacks on the western border. Yeah, so far, okay on that front. I don't know where that Russian... Oh, there... Hang on, how did you avoid everything? I don't even know. Like, are you actually a ghost? I have no idea. Anyway, I do remember, and I'm just going to get rid of this group now. I don't need them. They just cost money for the sake of wasting money. I might as well just use our manpower reserves. We have tons of them. And I'm going to get rid of it now so I don't forget for the bajillionth time. And that's probably putting a low number on it. You can come up here and start disrupting their attempt to try and form a stack. Stack wipe on the Polish Navy yet again. Dutch Navy's going to come back, but that's fine. We should be able to piece them out soon. I don't see them hanging around. Actually, what is our war score against them? So let's take a look at our general war score against people. We're only at 37%. Probably part of the reason for why is because of how slow Songhai are at sieging things. They're just taking forever. Siege of Shenyang was been undone, I guess. So we lost that one, it's fine. Now that there's some proper troops in the east, Japan's going to have to be a little bit more careful. Because for some reason they've decided their tactic is to just leave all their troops on the mainland and only put a tiny amount in the war. I don't know. That's not smart decision making in my mindset, but apparently for them that's the exact right thing to do. So you do you. AI is going to do AI things. Go give them a bop. You can now come to... to have you start moving east. There's Poland. I wonder if it's worth... So, what could I get out of the Netherlands? So, 37% war score. The difference is 44. So it's roughly about a 40% war score. Again, all the nations they can release are totally irrelevant to me. I can't force religion on them. I can pillage them for a tiny amount of development, but at this point, what's the point of that, really? Don't really see one. So I guess at this point we'll just keep them in the war. There's nothing really to gain by piecing them out so early. So we're just not going to. Any more big stacks forming? Not really, but we'll keep wrecking through things. That should be a stat wipe, surely. Surely we're going to stat wipe here. How? How did we not stack wipe that? They have no morale. Where are you going this time? Okay. We might be able to catch them on this occasion. Maybe. But we've said that a few times, to be fair. There's only so many times you can say it before it starts to sound like a lie if you don't do it. Yeah, there's Poland trying to reorganize, but they just don't have enough numbers. And if they want us to just bop their small stacks over and over, I'm okay with doing that. Do we have a spare stack? Not enough to deal with the 65k. This 10k stack is not autonomously sieging for some reason. Why? Try that one. Do something. Do anything. Siege of Chelm is done. And a 50k stack can probably handle this. So let's go over there. Oh, we lost a tiny rebelling stack. A rebelling sieging stack. I saw the word rebels and read it out verbatim. We can now move some of the troops over, I think. So, now that the British revolt has happened, we should be able to move troops over, but we have to keep an eye on it. We're just going to move our our naval stack that's transport fleets only just a little bit closer for now. I'm worried we're going to get caught by a Dutch navy we don't see if we aren't keeping our eyes too peeled. So we will do it eventually, just maybe not straight away. This stack can also come over and help as a contingency as well. And then this group can come and help deal with this if Poland starts building a big stack again. But I think we're starting to be pretty much under control again. Lithuania would peace out. I do not want anything from Lithuania. So once we complete the siege of their Polotsk vassal, we'll definitely be able to piece them out. We have finally caught the enemy. Unfortunately, it is in a highland, but it's better than not at all. So I'll take it. Where is our wrecking ball stack? It is not really wrecking anything right now. So let's go back east. See if we can knock that 53k stack. So yeah, once the Dutch are out, we'll probably get some troops from the British mainland to move over. For now, we're just not going to risk it. I don't want to lose my naval fleet for transports just out of laziness and rushing. So we'll try not to do that. Siege of Oldenburg is done. Now will Holstein peace out? They will. Is there anything off them I want? Not really, just money will do. Hang on, before I do that, how much aggressive expansion do you have? 411. They will hate us forever. Can I release anything? No, I can cancel vassal, but that doesn't help me in any way. So again, I guess we'll just wait a little bit longer, get a couple of these completed, and then we'll deal. And this is a level 8 fort, we can go bop this too. The Dutch will have to attack as their hand's going to pretty much be tied, and then they potentially will get stack wiped as well. That's the dream. And yeah, that group of troops that was running around our territory forever that we never caught, we have finally caught, and they've since been stack wiped. So beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Less beautiful is what's happening in the east, where they have a lot of troops. I don't really know why they've concentrated over here, though. Do they think the biggest threat to their sovereignty is the tiny Japanese nation? Who knows? Game logic. And yes, the Dutch did get stat wiped. So we'd love to see that. They're probably going to be pretty close to being peace now. Oh, speaking of things going on, hang on. So Somalia declared war on the Mamluks. What? This is really, really inconvenient timing, because if that drew a jam in, which it did, that's then 146,000 troops I'm going to have to deal with. I'm going to say yes, because we're almost role-playing like we're good people. But that is incredibly annoying. It's especially concerning because you don't want the coalition to fire. So I guess at this point we will piece the Dutch out. Give me war reps, give me a load of money. Annul... Oh, you won't annul your alliance with Poland though if I do that. You will do it like that though. Okay, done. Because that then frees up all of this to go deal with Poland, then we'll move them all over to the Ajam territory. Easy for me to say. One interruption later. No, it's just my wife checking that she knew where she was going. You know, just wanted me to know she was leaving the house briefly. Not a big deal. Don't know why I got all tongue-tied about that. That's pretty normal behaviour. Let's unpause. We just pieced the Dutch out. Pretty sure. Yep, alrighty. And we need to, deal with this Polish stack, because they're just kind of annoying me more than anything else. Again, one Republican tradition. Oh boy, how generous of you with it. No. We'll give you 2.5% of our treasury. I think that'll be fine. This stack, I know it's massive, but we might as well have you on systematic sieging down here just to kind of keep the ball ticking. I don't want to split you up, because we might take you off autonomous sieging pretty quickly. And I do see, Poland's army is reforming, and it's going to be enough that that 20k stack's going to have to consider what it's doing. So maybe take this stack back, because we've now freed up others to come down and bop the Polish stack. Probably makes sense. Siege of Werden's finally done. Get you over to Pernov, which we'll get a big bonus on, thank goodness, because it's a level 8 fort, because we have our navy sitting there politely waiting. Why don't you have a general either? Why are we sieging stack, like, provinces without having generals on them? What are we doing? Brain, sort it out. You can also start carpet sieging. Again, as long as you're kind of in the area, you're a big... We're actually over on military leaders now. Huh. Haven't seen that one in a while, so it just means the next one that attritions we just won't get back. A jam and the Mamluks are in our territory, which is rather annoying. Do we have a spare leader right now? No, not really. Who is in that group? Mr. Crazy 5664. I wish you could... There we go. Order by fire. And then we're looking for 5 and then 6 is this guy. Okay. Because we're clearly going to have to borrow some troops from elsewhere. You're going to come over and help bop the Mamluks, please. I would hope that Somalia would be dealing with this, but AI going to be dumb, right? Arguably, we going to be dumb for saying yes to that war situation, but again, we're almost role-playing this like we would genuinely be the nation, so I'm not going to be too upset. That's a pretty big stack of troops. They've got 63,000 in that one. Again, if we could finish the siege of Polotsk, we wouldn't even need to attack it. It's pretty impressive that Lithuania's back to 126,000 troops, though, given they had none very, very little time ago. Am I going to risk them getting that tick? Yeah, I think we will. We'll give them one more tick. Okay, no we won't, because the Songhai are going in. Awesome. So we can, again, move these 2 stacks elsewhere. Let's get them over to Constantinople. And then we'll start having to deal with this monstrosity. All thanks to the Songhai, not Songhai, Somalia. Very kind of them putting us right in it. So it would be... Clicked off the screen by accident. That was great. Nailed that one. Yeah, so those 2... This is only a level 2 for. I don't need to give it a coastal bonus. That's fine. We are going to end up in combat on a grassland. We're going to outnumber them slightly, which is perfect. The Timurids are starting to regain control over their northern border. Thank goodness. Oh, it took them long enough. And then, yeah, we have to deal with this, which is very, very annoying. And that was a stat wipe. Beautiful. Battlefield Medic is an okay trait. It's not amazing, it's fine. We'll have you go over to deal with a jam as well. 53k stack, where do you want to go? Anywhere that's going to mop some of this stuff up, please. Yeah, big stack wipe there. And then we can keep, yeah, we can keep rolling through them, I think. Don't see why not. Finally, this siege is done, so we should be able to just get Lithuania out now. 46% war score. If I break this... No, that's fine. I don't care at this point if Russia can attack Lithuania later. They're both going to be in a peace treaty. So, give me war reps. Again, I could steal Polotsk if I wanted to. I'm not going to. I'm not even going to release it. There we go. So, a lot of the stack that we're about to attack is now no longer one we have to attack, which is excellent. And this is setting up different peace timers for all these different nations, which is exactly what we want to have happen. This is less so down here. This is definitely not what we want to have happen. This group of troops that was on automatic sieging, I told you we weren't going to use it for very long. And we're going to go borrow them as well. And now that we have the Dutch pieced out, we should start moving some of our troops over. Move to London, because I'm sure it has the highest supply limit. Yeah, 94 is pretty impressive. Even with these 2 together, it'll be 97, but I don't think we'll have attrition. No, we won't. And then the other 3 stacks will leave here. Siege of Revel is done. Move over, please, to Easel. do you get... Okay, yeah, so you do get the bonus there. It's always hard to tell with those provinces which side of them counts towards getting the coastal cover. In this case, we don't have to move, which is exactly what we want to hear. Makes life easier, that's what we want to do. Hello, Mr. Kitty. I know, Conquest is very busy right now. There's a lot going on. It's busy, busy, busy. We should probably do some more wrecking with this stack, and then we'll go down to this grassland, see if we can catch them. Moscow has been sieged. Beautiful. Where do we want to go next? Just out of curiosity. Okay, we can go through through Sweden. Teeth. You want to do teeth things? You want to be able to talk using your teeth? That would be real jazzy. It's too much microing. Melting my brain. Siege of Lakia is done. Thank goodness. Now we can free up all these troops to go smack the Ajam around. I don't want to run straight into them right now. That would be a little bit dangerous. I'm going to be outnumbered like 3-1. I was going to say, I have a claim on this, so I'd hope you're going to give it to me. I doubt it, but we'll see. I know, with wars being on the opposite ends of the continent, it's pretty hard to keep tabs on what's where. I'm even going to combine this together. That frees up a general. So we're going to go, it's brave, but we're going to go try and siege that Russian mountain province. Just while we have numbers. Thank you. And again, this stack's just got the nice easy job of just bopping everything that it sees. And it's pretty much infinite war score too, so... I mean, Poland's at 71% war score. Their war enthusiasm is -27. Nobody's got high war enthusiasm on their side. Everybody on ours has high. Verdun is what? It's not that, but it's this one. Okay, and the Songhai, interestingly enough, are going to go decide they want to siege that one. To each their own. I just appreciate the help, and it's something in the AI is doing work. Stack wipe, beautiful. And I'm going to sneeze, let's mute the mic. Don't you love it when it's a false alarm? Probably for the sake of your ears, the answer to that is yes. Another stat wipe. Thank you kindly. And then... Okay, Siege of Holstein's done, so we need to acknowledge that before I forget. So with that being completed, we should now be able to piece them out. Yeah, they have 66% war score. I don't really care about converting their religion, that's just kind of meme-y at this point. I don't really need to release their nation of Verdun because Verdun will hate us forever anyway. Let's just break some alliances because I'm rude. There you go. You're probably going to get black flagged, but if you don't, go to Sjælland, please. And you can come back to just the mainland. Okay, go back to where we were. And we need to go and give the stack of Ajam troops a bit of a bop. We are going to get a penalty because we're attacking them in highlands. But it should still be absolutely fine. And apparently we just walked through the rebels. We've been trying to avoid all that time, but it's fine. Not a stat wipe. Ajam did pretty well. They lost only about 2.5 times as many troops as we did. So that's the gauge of success at this point. Anyway, we're going to keep doing more war next episode. We've got we've got plenty more to do. We'll do it next time around. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.
Thank you for watching the video, and if you'd like to see more, feel free to stick around.